Bringing Pokemon game characters into the anime and giving a different take on their story to fit in with the anime protagonists and the anime storyline, that's something that Pokemon has done time and time again. We've seen gym leaders from the games, champions from the games, rivals from the games, but one of the very few characters who we've never ever seen in the anime is the one and only Zinnia. Zinnia is a fan favorite character from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and she never appeared in the anime even once, despite fans all around the world collectively demanding it. Zinnia is a Draconid girl who used the power of Rayquaza to stop a big meteor from destroying the Pokemon world, and I really think that we're gonna see Zinnia in Pokemon Horizons really soon. But hey, real quick, if you personally want to feel a similar thrill to what I just said, you know, using the power of dragons to stop the end of the world, just like Zinnia, well, you can, on Call of Dragons, who have very kindly sponsored today's video. Call of Dragons is a brand new fantasy adventure strategy game set in the sprawling land of Tamaris, and in this game, after meteors crash down and threaten to end the world, the power of dragons awaken once more. You can really see why this game fits today's video so perfectly now, right? Anyway, there's 3 factions in the world of Call of Dragons. Number 1, the League of Order. Number 2, the Spring Wardens. And number 3, the Wilderberg. The 3 factions are at war with each other, and they all want the powers of the mighty beasts called behemoths, and of course, the power of dragons to fight alongside them. After building up your kingdom and your armies, the strategic combat in this game will keep you coming back for more. That's whether you're fighting humans, or orcs, or darklings, or beasts, or dragons, but you don't have to fight alone if you don't want to, because you can join my personal alliance, dude, the Pokefurlax Guild, and if you do that, we can be allies and fight together and show everyone else how it's done, so come join my alliance, dude. A thrilling world of magic, monsters, and mastery is waiting for you, so download Call of Dragons today using my link in the video description, or the QR code on screen right now. Doing that really helps me and my channel out a whole bunch, so thank you all so much, and now let's get back into the video. In the past year, the Pokemon anime has been on a great streak of introducing characters from the games who weren't included in their generation's anime. For example, we got Licia in Pokemon Journeys, and now we've had Kabu in Pokemon Horizons. Previous generation characters appearing in the current gen. So now let me explain why I think Zinnia is next on the list. Like I said before, Zinnia is from the Hoenn region, and she's a part of a group of people called the Draconids. The Draconids have worshipped Rayquaza for thousands of years, even referring to it as their Dragon Lord, and they believe that Rayquaza is the savior of the world. They think it will always protect them from calamity, you know? And hey, they were right, because in the games, Rayquaza not only saved the world from Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, but it also saved the world from a huge meteor containing Deoxys in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, with help from Zinnia, May, and Brendan. That Delta episode storyline was a huge part of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but shockingly it never fully got portrayed in the Pokemon anime. We never saw Zinnia or Rayquaza versus the Meteor in any season, and that's absolutely surprising to me, dude. The Delta episode storyline with Zinnia and Rayquaza was a fan favorite addition, you know? Everybody loved it and everybody really wanted to see it in the anime, and the fact that so many people wanted it, that alone makes me think that someday maybe we'll see it happen in the anime. And what makes it even more likely, in my opinion, that the entire main storyline of Pokemon Horizons is related to a mysterious Rayquaza, you know? That makes it so likely to me, dude. The storyline of this series is literally about a Rayquaza, man. The exact same Pokemon that's at the forefront of the Delta episode storyline. The same Pokemon that Zinnia worships. Pokemon Horizons is set all around the Pokemon world, with Liko and Roy traveling to each region one at a time, and if you ask me, it seems really likely that one of the next regions is gonna be Hoenn. This is because Kabu is from Hoenn, who they just met, and of course, Rayquaza is from Hoenn too. Hoenn has been mentioned a lot in the last few episodes, so the likelihood of Liko and Roy wanting to head to Hoenn next to learn more about Rayquaza, that seems really possible, dude. It makes the most sense, you know? They're trying to find Rayquaza after all. And if they do go to Hoenn, I think the most likely way that they'll learn more about Rayquaza is, of course, through the Draconid people. The people literally living living their lives worshipping Rayquaza. Liko and Roy heading to Hoenn to meet Zinnia and the other Draconids and to learn about the legend of Rayquaza and its history. That would be so incredibly perfect, dude. It would be the most natural, fitting way to introduce Zinnia into the anime ever. Zinnia could show Liko and Roy that Rayquaza is not a monster or evil or aggressive. She could show them that Rayquaza is the savior of the world. Maybe Zinnia could help them find Rayquaza, or maybe she could just point them in the right direction, you know? Maybe it could even lead into the anime's own version of the Delta episode storyline, with Rayquaza actually stopping the meteor and saving the world on screen with Zinnia, Liko, and Roy. It could be a massive storyline like that, or maybe it could just be Zinnia passing down the knowledge of Rayquaza over thousands of years to Liko and Roy. Either way, no matter how it goes down, Zinnia and the Draconids and the Delta episode storyline, they would be an absolutely perfect addition to Pokemon Horizons when Liko and Roy inevitably head to Hoenn. And based on how the anime is no longer afraid of bringing back old characters and old storylines, I think it's really likely, dude. And seeing Zinnia and Rayquaza and the Delta episode in Pokemon Horizons, that would be so hype, dude. And one final thing, intriguingly, the very first thing we saw back in the first ever trailer of Pokemon Horizons, it was actually the exact same reused animation from Zinnia's Delta episode storyline. So maybe that could have been a hint that Zinnia and Rayquaza and the Delta episode will appear in Pokemon Horizons. Who knows, only time will tell, dude. Let me know your thoughts on this crazy theory below in the comments. I have a really good feeling, dude. Also, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.